This is why you can't play video games, and this is also how I wasted 500 hours of my life and what I wish I would have done instead. So let's get straight into it. So if your parents were the same as mine, you are not allowed to play video games on the weekdays. So you were only allowed to play video games on the weekend. And we probably both know that we didn't keep up to that. So we played video games from Monday to Friday for maybe 2 hours where our parents weren't home. And on the weekends, we played 6, 10, and even 12 hours straight just to get the most out of this rule our parents force on us. You probably know this little metrics in Steam where you can see how many hours you played in a video game. For example, you played CSGO for 5 months straight and you got 500 hours done. So you see, when you look up the metrics, 500 hours CSGO. And when you look at this, what do you actually think? Are you like, oh, I'm so proud of this number? Or are you more like me, like, bro, I could have put those 500 hours in something completely different? So it was the same for me. So when I saw this number in my Steam account and it was 2 a.m., I was in a deep talk with a good friend on the Discord server and I just saw this number and I told him, bro, I know every spray pattern in the game. I know every grenade in the game. I am such a good player. I nearly win every match, but I still have the same problems. And he told me, oh, what kind of problems? Yeah, yada, yada, yada. And I told him, yeah, I still am insecure the way I look, how I dress. I still have acne in my face because I don't take care of my skin. I still have a weird haircut and yeah, I still don't talk to a lot of new people. So for sure you could say there's some normal teenager problems, but I just saw those 500 hours and I saw I got nothing back from this. I put so much time in the game, but what is actually my benefit? Okay, I know the spray pattern, I know the grenades, I am good at this. But when I'm not actually sitting here on my table playing a video game, this is worth nothing. So I played with the idea in my mind, what happens if? What happens if I put those 500 hours in knowing what clothes to buy? What happens if I put those 500 hours into learning a new language? What happens if I put those 500 hours into talking to more people? And then I just remembered how I told my friend, bro, I stopped playing video games. And I actually kept with it. So right after this day, I didn't play any video games anymore. It was the time of COVID. We had a lot of free time. So I was just having some online classes at 11 a.m. and maybe at 3 p.m. And besides that, I just had free time all for myself. And I spent this time working out, going outside. I was going onto a lot of walks at this time. I spent this time learning a new language, so it was Russian at this time. I spent this time to get to know what clothes to buy so I don't look like a nerd anymore. I spent this time taking care of my skin and I spent this time with my friends, socializing. So if you have the same problem, that you still play some video games, you may be getting some productive because when you're watching this video, you're probably into fitness, you are into being more productive, you are into starting a side hustle, you are into like grinding, but you simply don't know how. And you simply, or you maybe still have some bad habits from your earlier times where you played video games, where you watch a lot of TV. And if you still play video games for like 1 hour or half an hour every day, why just not stop completely? because 1 hour every day are 7 hours every week, are about 30 hours every month. And what happens if you put those 30 hours in something else that would be more beneficial to you? What happens if? This is a question I want you to keep in mind. Okay, so with that being said, that's it for the video. Keep being awesome, and I will see you in the next video.